Hello everyone and welcome to the Electric Table Talk. I'm your host Mynan, and on today's episode we'll be taking a look back on the Generation 8 trailer of Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. I'm joined by my co-host today, Fussel.
Hi.
So we'll be looking back, taking a look and giving our final thoughts on what we actually think about Generation 8 and the trailer that was released on February 27. So let's get right into it. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is, Puzzle, what did you think about the trailer? I mean, Game Freak did this whole, or Pokemon did this whole countdown, 7 days countdown to the actual trailer. And when we saw the trailer, we had a lot of opinions. Of course, it's a new Pokemon game. We've all been waiting for. We're tired of Pokemon. Let's go. So when you actually saw the video, what were your thoughts?
I want to begin with leading up to the announcement, because it was Pokemon Day. Mm-hmm. Was it Pokemon Day?
I think so, yes, it was
the
Pokemon
whole
Day.
week was a whole week of kind of Pokemon celebration and all of that. And, every day they were
releasing a nostalgic video. They took a tour
back through the...
Yeah, we went through all the regions.
Back in the day, and we came down and so on and so forth. And, that was a bit epic. It built up everybody's, anticipation
of the games.
The games.
So when the trailer finally dropped, I mean, what do you think?
I mean, I can remember the day when it dropped. I was at work and I had to go run and hide and watch the video.
And look at the video. I remember I was calling you.
I was very surprised that I was watching it on my phone and the live stream actually held up with that shabby internet, but thumbs up.
Mm-hmm.
But the video was, it was okay. I mean,
I think the first
you're kind of what you don't know really what to think when you're watching. Mm-hmm. You're just kind of in awe, and you're just waiting. Like that point when in the video where the trainers out in the field and they encounter wild Pokemon, or they were battling a trainer. Mm-hmm. You're just saying, "Oh my God, is that a new Pokemon?" And you see a Pokeball is being thrown and it opens up when you're in the wild.
Is that a new Pokemon?
It's not a new Pokemon. Yes, the aesthetic of the whole geographic of the video, yes, it's nice and
appeasing.
Everything.
Because the thing is, the trailer opens up with the very first thing you're hearing and simultaneously seeing is this lush green hillside feel. And then we get the revised version of the Pokemon theme that we all know and love. And I am listening to it. I think that the instrumental is very edgy. It's very cool, and I think as the time progresses and we see more trailers come out, that theme is gonna really show itself to be fitting for the region.
Or even from the first frames, first few frames, you get a sense. You already can tell where the region is
located.
Yeah, reflecting, or where it references, that kind of old village
tartan and open fire
aesthetic. Exactly.
Yeah,
so
and
I kind of know where they're going with this
the direction.
I mean, it looks good.
Personally, I prefer the Gen 7 instrumental. Their theme, yes. I like their theme, and I really love their theme because what it gave me was this.
Yes, the Alolan region and their theme was
I think extremely fitting for. It was very tropical, and it gave us a sense of predatory and invasion, especially with the Ultra Beasts. Because remember, the Ultra Beasts are coming into our territory, and it really played upon that very wildlife.
I think what is also fueling your affinity to that is later on when a lot of persons were doing fake mons and they were doing their own Alolan forms, and they would use
but that was
that template and after, but that's what you're talking retrospectively.
Yes, but like I said,
so that's why I think.
But I just love when they were going to reveal a new Pokemon, they were going to reveal an Ultra Beast. It's just like this very alien-like music. It just was something was coming and you didn't know what it was, and I think to me the Gen 7 really captured the mood. And I think Gen 8 is doing a job, and like I said, as we go on and move forward, we'll see the theme actually become very fitting of where we are. And speaking of where we are, what do you think? Because it didn't take fans too long to figure out that this region was based on the UK. We've always talked about it. Or
I don't really know the differences. I read about it. I watched videos about Great Britain versus UK versus
I think
England.
the best term to say is UK, because UK really encompasses everything, although based on what the map is showing, I think they're missing one part of it, but I don't know. But we're going to say UK. We've talked about this in other conversations that
I think UK should have been done generations ago.
I think UK should have been done right after Gen 5. I think because Gen 5 was based, Unova region was based off of New York, or partly off of America's New York. So I definitely thought that UK should have come right after it. I think it's a very poignant, if that's the word, country, and it's rich with culture, and it's very well known. So I definitely think that was an very easy region to do. So I'm glad that we're here now.
Before Gen 8 was revealed with this trailer, my money was on, or what the region I wanted to see was somewhere in South America.
I want a South American region.
Another country. I wanted a South American region.
There's so much you can do with South America.
Yeah, that's where I wanted to go next.
But definitely based on that, the region is based on UK, based on the map, and also from the trailer, what we're seeing is we're going to be getting the Industrial Revolution. We're going to be getting the hillsides. We're going to get that countryside with the rich greenery. We're going to get all that landmass, that open space. We're going to move into the city. We're going to be exploring forests and mountains, which, if you look throughout all the other regions, they are definitely there as well. But with the UK, it's going to have that beautiful aesthetic, that very European British aesthetic, what I'm looking forward to as well. And of course, we've always talked about there's so much you can go through in terms of what we're going to do. We can move back and forth between the countryside to the city to the forest, because we see a forest, and one of the gyms seems to be located in the forest. And of course, one of the things that I have been saying that I hope we do is that we're doing UK, which in a sense is a European country. I think, don't clock me in the comments, but I want to see the Middle Ages, some sort of that aesthetic being played into the storyline.
I want medieval aesthetic. I want medieval.
I want knights. I want the whole kingdom. I want to see jesters. I want to see wizards. I want to see dragons. I want Dungeons and Dragons. That's all I want to see, and hopefully that will be played into the storyline, and hopefully we'll see that in the art and beauty of the region. Of course, I think the next part that we're going to talk about, which is our final part, is the Pokemon, the starters, which of course is like the driving force, really, partly of when we're introducing a new generation. It's what gets us hype. It's what builds our expectation. It's what helps introduce us and even give us a look in how the Pokédex is going to be like sometimes, but I think so. We're going to start with the fire type, because fire type is the first Pokemon that we saw in the trailer, new Pokemon that we saw in the trailer.
So by now, I think it's pretty safe to say that they are following off of, is it the Chinese zodiac?
Yes, definitely. And for anybody who tried to discredit that at this point, I think you just really need to just take a look back and go back to school, because at this point in time, it's pretty obvious what they're doing. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're talking about Scorbunny's design. What do you think?
It's
a long pause.
It is a long pause. Scorbunny, I heard a lot of persons hated the name. I didn't have a problem with
Scorbunny's name.
I didn't have a problem with Scorbunny's name. The design is okay. However, I must say,
we've seen the silhouette before.
We have seen the silhouette, because we've seen persons reference their drawing. They could have illustrated him in a different way, because it's identical to Chimchar's official artwork.
Chimchar's official artwork is literally in the same stance, so I think
that was lazy.
I think it was lazy. It was like basically what Disney did in like the early 40s or 50s, where they would just use basically the same template over and just add on a new design to it. I just think that with Scorbunny, I like Scorbunny's design. It's definitely, we're in 2019, it's generation 8. We're not doing the same cookie cutter designs that Gen 1 to even Gen 1 to 3 we're used to seeing. So I like Scorbunny's design. It's clean. I like the palette. I love when Pokemon doesn't do an obvious color palette to its typing. Yes, you see hints of orange and yellow in the design, but the design is mostly white rabbit, but I think they do enough to let you know that it's a fire type. And
Scorbunny is okay.
Scorbunny is okay.
I don't have a lot to say about it.
We have to see the whole line to critique it, to give our final
But
thoughts.
as I said, I must say, do you remember the big Generation 8 Pokemon that came out with the bunny, the lemur, and the platypus? The fire starter, the bunny gives Scorbunny a run for his money.
Yeah, definitely. I just think that
they knocked it out of the park.
They knocked it out of the park.
Rabbit from that fake land was my favorite, and it gives Scorbunny a run. I wouldn't mind seeing that starter in place of Scorbunny because they're almost interchangeable.
I definitely think that if we had gotten that bunny starter type instead of Scorbunny, I would have believed it anyways.
Exactly.
You know, so I think both of them could be sorted out. Really good job on that, fan artist. And the next Pokemon that we saw was Sobble. I was on the fence with Sobble first.
I hope Sobble is based on a marine iguana, or it has some references to it, but I hope that's the direction that they go
with Sobble.
I see a lot of persons wanting to go in water poison.
I haven't really
I don't want to see that.
I've tried to stay clear from all these fake leaves. When it comes to Sobble, when I first saw Sobble though, I had an initial issue with Sobble's color palette. I think there was, yes, because I just thought they were just the shades of blue weren't distinct enough. So you just looked like the color pattern came off.
Sobble was my favorite of the three.
Looking back at it a month and a couple weeks later, Sobble is my favorite design out of it. There's something about the overall design of it that to me speaks very now. And what I think Sobble's based off on, and I think where the direction where Pokemon is gonna go with Sobble is the Jesus lizard, the one that walks on water. And we just have to, we've got Helois and Heloetta, which is not
the same thing, but it referenced it with a move.
Yeah, with Surf. When they gave that Pokemon Surf, I think that's what they were referencing to it. So I think Sobble could be solely based on that idea, but I'm not sure. But like I said, compared, Sobble now is in the lead, and I have to see the final lines, the final evolution line to determine who is my favorite. And the last but not least is the grass type starter Grookey, which I see a lot of people are part of this Grookey gang.
When I saw Grookey, it was very deviant art.
Very deviant.
The color palette is very deviant art. It is deviant art. It has taken me almost 2 months for Grookeys
to grow on
me. But from day one and for a good while after that, Grookey was very deviant art.
Yeah, seeing Grookey color palette is just like green and brown and orange. Is just like, I think we could have done more. I just think that these are common colors.
Coming off of the heels of Rowlet, which at the time when Rowlet was
universal acclaim.
It broke the internet. It was just crazy. And for you to follow up with Grookey and another monkey.
Yeah, another monkey. I think.
Although a lot of persons when they saw Grookey and when they saw that another monkey was done, their minds immediately went to.
Yes, mine too. Mine didn't.
Maybe Simians. I completely forgot about them. Let them stay in Generation 5. I don't care about them. They were ugly designs. I didn't remember them. Thank God I didn't.
When I went to
But I'm just saying Grookey was very deviant art, and even though it has grown on me, I'm still gonna tell you all my initial thoughts and my initial feeling, and Grookey was the
I'm excited to see what Grookey is going to evolve.
I want to see what they're going to do.
I think there are
they haven't started off good.
There are elements of Grookey that I do like. I do like the stick in the leaf-like hair. I do like the eyepiece. I like this eye mask that they have over it. I'm not crazy about the mouth on it though. I think it's kind of impractical.
Pokemon has always had anatomy issues, especially when it comes to mouth.
Yes, their mouth I know there's no functionality to it. It's purely for aesthetic, and I think Pokemon should always they kind of cross the line there. They really sacrifice realisticality, if that's a word, and functionality for it. So
man, we're always talking about if a Pokemon evolutionary line, or if a Pokemon came across your desk at Game Freak, what would you have said? If Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sabo came across your desk, what would you have said? I would have said okay to Scorbunny. I would have said okay to Sabo. I would have asked for another grass starter.
I think at the end, Anju, at the end we're giving them too much Grookey. I think we're giving Grookey too much hate. So, but the thing is, I just think that
Grookey's not bad.
Pokemon can just push the envelope more.
Compared to Generation 5, when I would have thrown out the entire line. But as in, when I say entire line, I mean Snivy,
Oshawa, Tepig. You would ask for a complete read.
I would have asked for a completely new starter package. But when it comes to Generation 8, I would have said, let me see another draft.
Yeah, another draft, and I'll decide.
But this video is going on long enough.
So we're gonna end it here, and hopefully in the coming week or couple of days, because I heard that we were going to get some news. We haven't seen anything, and like I said, it's been a month and a couple of weeks. It's almost 2 months now that Pokemon has released any information. We've seen a lot of rumors going around, and hopefully in the next coming weeks we'll see something. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Please like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
No, bye.